Hey y'all, so I know it's pretty late. It's probably almost 12, but um, this message in particular, I feel like probably one of you that may come across this, it might resonate. There might be a small group of you that might resonate with this message. A very small portion. I don't feel like that I'm talking to a big group here, but whoever you are, you may be male, female, feminine, masculine. Put yourself kind of where you fit. 1111 could be significant. Before I start this reading, and y'all know the drill, just take what resonates, leave what does not. But you might be a chosen one that I'm talking to, and I feel like this message is coming to you tonight, really, because whoever you are, you need some sort of push. You need like a reason to keep going. You need some sort of hope right now. Whoever you are that comes across this, you're in a very tight spot right now. 111 on the timer. When I say tight spot, you could have just started the entire like awakening process, whereas right now you might be in the energy of feeling as if you are alone, like feeling as if the world does not understand you, feeling as if your family does not understand you, people that you grew up with. Some of you, I'm getting that you've had to walk away from people you were dating. It just seems like one minute your life was a certain way, and now you find yourself struggling to let go of your old life, or struggling to find a reason to keep going, because it seems like everything around you is just crumbling. It seems like everything is crumbling. Everyone is being removed, or there's confrontations that's coming up that like you're not even starting. It seems like your entire reality and what you have known your entire life is being stripped from you. You feel like it's being took from you. You might even feel like you're being punished, or you feel like God is punishing you, or you feel like the universe is punishing you. You're just really not understanding. You're not understanding necessarily this path itself. You're not understanding why it's so hard. I feel like that's like the biggest energy that I get from whoever you are. You're not understanding why, specifically, why this path 311 on a timer is so hard, or it feels as if it's much harder than, I don't know, the average Joe. This is something that you're struggling with. And while you feel like this gives you a newfound sense of freedom, because there's like a split, what I'm getting from you, there's like half and half that's going on with your energy currently right now. Half of you feels very liberated. You feel a sense of freedom. You feel like you're not confined to be a certain way, to operate a certain way. You feel like you're being set free in a sense, so that you can find who you truly are, like the authentic part of who you are, your higher self, etc. So in a sense, this path does excite you somewhat. 404 on the timer, and 333 could be significant. I did see that earlier. I just had to get all of what I was getting in terms of the energy. But overall, whoever you are, you're just really struggling right now. There's some of you here that you could be living in your car. I got something about someone living in a car, or you could be homeless right now, like literally on the streets. Or you could be in your car and that's what's stopping you from being on the streets. And when I say your entire reality has been dismantled, you could have had an apartment and was living a certain type of way, or had a job at a certain area, in certain parts of your life, or you worked at that job for as long as you can remember, had certain set of friends that you were connected to, your life looked a certain way. And whereas now it doesn't look like that at all. 505 on the timer and 444 could be significant. And as I stated in many of my other messages, the awakening path is not for everyone. And it's not for everyone for a reason. Whoever you are, you have been chosen to break generational curses. And I know we hear that saying all the time, but when I say generational curses, many people get this idea of breaking the generational curse of bringing in wealth for your family. That's fine and dandy, but when I say generational curses, I mean pain, trauma, those before you, what they experienced, those before you that could not break those generational curses, addictions, incest. Do you understand where I'm going? Like, I'm going really deep right now, but I'm going really deep right now because people need to understand, like, when you say generational curses, we're not talking about some ordinary bullshit or putting finances into the family. I'm talking about getting down to the root of the problem. I'm talking about what has been swept under the rug for so many generations because there were many before you that either could not heal what needed to be healed before they left this earth, or there were some that just refused to see that there was an issue. You know the saying, what goes on in the house, stay in the house, etc. Things that are uncomfortable to people, usually they sweep it under the rug or they act as if it's not there. You have been chosen out of your bloodline to do otherwise. 707 on the timer and 711 could be significant. Also 555 could be significant. 717 could be significant. Whoever you are, you have been chosen to break those chains, to break the cycle, to free your bloodline. That is a big task. That is something that not the average Joe can do. That is why they say many are called, few are chosen. You have been, in fact, chosen by your ancestors, by God. You've also been chosen to come here and not only help with the energy of earth, but you've been called to break the chains of your family, your bloodline with your family, but also within yourself. By you doing that within yourself, you free them. You free those before you. You free the ones that come after you, your descendants. 811 on the timer, so that that same generational curse does not play itself out after they come behind you. I'm not saying their path is going to be necessarily easy, but you have been handed a gift. Many don't see this path as a gift. They see this path as a gift and a curse. And you can look at it that way, but whoever you are, I'm going to need you to keep going. There will be so many that as you go through your journey, and it might feel like you're in your lowest point right now, but you're in your lowest point right now because you are going through the transformation process. A caterpillar can't be a butterfly before its time. There's a process that it has to go through. Whoever you are much stronger than you know. That's why you were chosen. But after you go through this process, and you're going to keep having ascensions and awakenings, etc., 919 on the timer, but you're also chosen to help others heal, to be an example to others of what it's like to break those generational curses, to be literally a walking example of light. You're not going to always be on the love and light tip, but overall, you have been chosen for a reason. And even though it seems dark right now, please know that you are fully supported. You might feel like you're alone, in the physical, but you're never alone in the spirit.